Hello everyone, I am SS the Showstopper and today is the 9th of September 2023. Now I just saw a video, it's a snippet of a screen recorded live between among Seonlee, Ivany and Rosalee. Those are our social media sensation, and most people know who Ivani is because she has known to be hacking people's page, stealing people things, going in people's account, stealing their account and reselling it, doing all that crazy stuff and stealing people's things and getting taking money for promotions and don't do it, block people, all these kind of things. But for some strange reason, the mass has a strange fascination with constantly giving her their money, regardless of the history, the reputation, the imagery, the knowledge, I should say, that is out there of Ivani. These people insist on taking their money and give to her and then come around and create a problem on social media and want people to support them in bashing this known thief. Anyways, so there's this thing that's going around where both of them, Ivan and Rosalie, were going at it. It was blindside. Rosalie was blindsided before by Ava Boss, another social media sensation who added Ivani to the live, and they both went at it. Rosalie and Ivani constantly going at it. And now we have Seonlee, another social media sensation at male, who has added Rosalie now to their live with him and Ivani. And now all three were going at it, and Rosalie and Ivani kept going at it. And it all stemmed from a baby shower of which Ivani had because she's pregnant and the father didn't show up. He said that he was going to show up and he didn't. And she was on a live having her baby shower playing games with herself by with the audience, and she gained a great support of over 23,000 people. Rosalie was showing sentiments and was actually in support of her and was saying that the guy was basically wrong for what he did and stuff like that. But Ivani, being the glorious person she is, stupid, unintelligent, boisterous, aggressive, a bully also, she interprets what Rosalie said in a negative light. And because she has these stupid people that are just like her, following her to the end of the earth, some really stupid women, real stupid black women, real stupid black women, you women who choose to support this known thief, a known criminal, a woman known for self degradation and just bringing down her own self and character and image all day, every day on social media. She has a great support, a tremendous. I told you, black women enjoy seeing a disgraceful version of themselves, and you can't take that from them. Anyways, some reason she interpret what Rosalie said negatively, misinterpret it, and she went on. She constantly have been going at it, and so the live went off because Seonlee decided to add Rosalie to it and stuff like that. Now, let me say this before I go any further. Throughout history, men have created, men have invented, men have improvised, men have advanced, men have done a great deal of things throughout mankind, throughout the evolution of mankind. Men are also known for one thing, also being destructive, being very destructive. And one of the things that they also master is separating women or setting women against each other. There's a difference between in giving out information or making awareness and instigating a problem. And so far, this situation that's taking place between two of Rosalie and Ivani, it has been it has been instigated by Seon Lee, who is a male social media personality. And it's so sad that men have also mastered the art of setting women against each other. I noticed something very profound about this whole scenario whenever Seonlee is on a live with Rosalie, because we know Rosalie is morbidly obese. Let's get that straight. We're not gonna hide the obvious. She's a morbidly obese woman that sometimes she have herself a bit unkept on the internet. But Seonlee has a tendency to go on live with Rosalie and he's badgering her. He's trying to tear her down. He's not saying things in a constructive manner. He's not saying things in an encouraging manner. Even if it's his truth, it's not being said in an encouraging manner, in an uplifting manner, in a manner in which one can respect. He's saying things in a very deep, dark, disrespectful way. And it's just going, and he's very, very, very passive aggressive. And because Rosalie picked that up, this passive aggression, she comes straight and she gets to the point and she gets back at him. However, Seonlee doesn't care. He's the type of person that will go at it and go at it and go at it and push and push and push. And because of such, Rosalie gets very irritated each time he's on a live with her. And I say that to say this. This guy is very problematic. He likes to set women apart. He likes to set women against each other. He know the problem between both persons. All he has to do, because Ivan is very stupid and very literate, all he has to do is just say, you guys need to finish now. The message that Rosalie had put out there was not to disrespect you, but it was in support of you. You misinterpret it, you misconstrue a message, and you are being disrespectful by trying to bring her down. No, he doesn't do that. What he does, he goes on one live of Ivan and he pretend as if he's trying to make peace, but at the same time, he's egging on a feud. Then he will go on Rosalie, and not only is he egging on something between her and Ivan, he's also subliminally body shaming her. He's taking shots at her physical appearance. He's taking shots at who she is, her likeness for a certain type of men, and them not being interested in someone looking like her. He has been constantly going at it, and trying to bring down. I personally believe he's trying to tear down her spirit. But Rosalie is the type of person who it's you can get to her, but it's going to be very difficult for you to touch her self esteem because she's very good at clapping back. She's very good at clapping back, but at the same time, she's a human being. So she won't be expressive in how she's hurt or deeply affected because that's what I realize a lot of people want to see. And Seonlee is fishing for that moment where Rosalie can come out and be vulnerable to the public and cry and feel bad about herself. So it creates a mental ease for the public, and because she refused to do that, he wants to egg it on and constantly go at it, go at it, go at it, go at it. And lo and behold, he found something great. The two females do not get along. And so he's just using the moment to wallow and to enjoy because it brings amusement and it brings such great delight for him and his viewers and his supporters and stuff like that. So he has separated both women, caused them to be sworn enemies based on the fact that he's instigating a feud between two and he won't stop. And this life was a prime example. And people keep blaming both women. We all know that they are stupid and they're behaving very illiterate. They are behaving like they don't have any sense. They weren't raised properly with a mother or father because they're on live in front of so many people doing these kind of things. And people are egging it on because they're also stupid. You understand me? But here lies a man who wants to be a leader, who wants to be the head, the king. The king, black men were kings. And here is a grand opportunity for him to quell a beef that is between two persons. And he refused to do it. Rather, he stays behind and he says nothing and he instigates the problem and he creates more and more and more deeper trench for both of them. And one will only end up taking side. The foolish will end up taking side, will take this side, take that side, and stuff like that. I post my little ridiculous comment, telling people that they don't know how this thing started and they should be quiet and whatever you. I have done that. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, this is a grand opportunity for Seonlee to make peace. And if he can't make peace, keep women apart from each other. And have Ivany not saying anything about Rosalie and Rosalie not saying anything about Ivany. This was a great means to show your manhood, to show your masculinity, to show your intelligence, to show how advanced you are. But you use it as an opportunity to gain followers and traction for your page, for your life, so you can get more money. And at the same time, two women constantly going at it and tearing each other down for your amusement. You understand me? At some point, you have to play the adult, the male, the head, but you refuse to. You see, men want the advantage of being king or the privilege, but they don't want the responsibility. And here lies an opportunity for you to be a responsible, mature adult and as a male who claim to know better to actually do better, but instead you doing way worse. You are looking worse than Rosalie and Ivany together. Right now as we speak, Seonlee, you are looking worse than them. Because if you claim to have sense and you claim to be more advanced than these women, or you claim to be more intelligent and know better. Why are you not doing better? Where I mean, the money is that important for you to gain it by any means necessary. All money is not good money. All money is not good money. There are things in life that comes with destruction. There's something called animism, where across the globe there are cultures of people who believe in the inanimate object and believe that their energy and their spirit in it. One a prime example is the movie Annabelle. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not a fictional movie. There's truth to it. There's actually a museum that hosts the doll, and it was a conduit for energy, bad energy. You understand me? And so, with that being said, you have an opportunity to come out and speak because energy is around, and you are choosing the negative part to stay recluse, to stay silent when you are supposed to speak. You understand? And give positive energy so that both women can part ways amicably, or even if they don't want to part ways amicably, they just stop. But no, you choose not to do that. What you choose to do is to sit behind and watch them constantly go on it for money. And as I speak on it, that all money is not good money. And it's just so sad to see them going at it, tearing down each other, doing all of these kind of things. The entire world is watching. You never know when this thing is going to be backfire. Is going to backfire. Rosalie is a mother of two, so she should know better. Even if she's not thinking about herself, she needs to think about her children and how she chooses to display herself. Ivany is a soon-to-be mother. What kind of mother sit down and speak? What kind of I'm sorry, mother to be sit down and speak ill of anybody's physical appearance when you don't know what you are bringing forth in this world? It could be the damn beast. You don't know what exactly. It could be a minotaur. You don't know what you're bringing forth in this world. So why would you see it and I know you don't care because you wallow in stupidity. That's your best friend. And your followers do the same. They wallow in stupidity, so they simply don't care. But at what point do you stop? At what point do you grow up? There have been so many who came and were on the internet and were doing all of these crazy things every week. I remember there was one by the name of Nikki Chromas who every week Nikki and somebody was in a feud. And where she's at now, move on. At some point you have to grow, you have to stop. You see, and you see what happens when you live your life and you're going the easier route of making quick money and making a whole lot of money fast. You take from yourself, you're pulling energy out there. And what happens is that you have to feed that demon, so the disgust inside of you that has garnered an audience or gained traction and stuff like that. You have to feed that to gain the people, the low vibration, shiftless people who follow you. You have to constantly be doing these kind of things to gain their attention and stuff like that, and to get their support, to get the money, so you can do whatever it is that you want to do with it. I know you're not going to listen if you care. None of you are just big, bad, and bold, and you just enjoy that kind of behavior. But for those who are watching, for the young teenagers and stuff like that who are out there and they're watching this, it's not the way to go. Meaning constant feud with people is not the way to go. It takes from you. You don't have a peace of mind. That inner happiness has been destroyed. It doesn't create any form of mental ease for you. It only puts you in more mental anguish. So you is looking up to a Ivani or any other persons out there on social media that are doing the things that she's doing and behaving the way that she's behaving. You need to understand that certain things are short lived, and you have to get back to the real world where you have to interact with people, communicate with people. You're gonna have to be that, and people are simply not gonna want to be in your space when you're known for this kind of behavior on the internet. There are certain things that are like a black cloud. It stains you forever. You can't get rid of it. It stains you and it taints you forever. You understand me? So before you think about the things that you say to each other at school and stuff like that, before you say the things I should say, before you decide to say whatever it is that comes to your mind and you're following Ivan is on the internet. And so remember that there are certain things that stick with you forever, and it can prevent you from getting a job. It can prevent you from certain places that you would like to go in life, that you like to travel. It comes up on the internet and it goes viral, and this is who you are. You will have problems with immigration when traveling. People will not take likely to that kind of behavior. You understand me? There's a reason Ivani crossed the border to get into the United States. They are tainted themselves. They have tainted themselves. Would you want that kind of life that she's living? Would you want that for yourself? Is that what you really want for yourself? Because nobody can convince me that Ivan is happy. Nobody, being a single mother bringing forth a child into this world is one of the worst things any woman can possibly go through while pregnant. It's one of the worst things in this earth a woman can go through. Pregnant women need a lot of love and a lot of care from the person who got them pregnant. Not from a friend, not from a stranger, from the person who got them pregnant. That is a great relief because you have to be feeding yourself and feeding the unborn. You have to be taking care of yourself and take care of the unborn because everything you do impacts on the unborn. So I find it very strange. Ivany could be possibly pregnant, and this is the way she chose to conduct herself on the internet. You understand me? No regard for the unborn. The baby also might just come out and be very, very, very problematic. And it was solely based on the life that the mother was living and stuff like that. You understand me? Why would Seonlee again, back to my point, be sitting on as a man and allow these two men to go at it, go at it, go at it, go at it, go at it non-stop? And he's sitting there with that big weird looking glass on his face and he's saying absolutely nothing except, one and two words and that's it. How can you sit back as a man and not know when to step up, when to step in, when to be responsible? We all know that they're both an adult. Rosalie and Ivany are both adult, but you also need to know that you are dealing with women who are very stupid. Now, if you had cautioned both of them and tell them that this is not the way to go, and both of you are wrong, plain and simple, and they insist on doing that, then that's it. You part ways, that's it. But to be there and you are constantly, you are an instigator, you are a negative person, you are an enemy. You are an enemy. But that's your black community. You are enemy to the black woman, but that's your black community problem. That's what you guys, that's why I said I'm glad I'm not a part of it. Because that's what you guys wallow in. You wallow in the fact that this is the way to go. This is enjoyment for you. This is entertainment for you. You're not looking at the fact that it can be very, very harmful. What if any of those threats somebody decide to exercise it? Both have relatives and they decide to exercise it. Rosalie have children living for. She should know better. She should know better. Ivan is bringing forth an unborn. She should also know better. And as a man, you stand there and you watch them both go at it, and you do nothing. That they're instigating and egging on the feud, egging on an unnecessary feud, a foolish feud between two persons. It's just so sad. I don't even have any solution because I'm not gonna throw pearl at swine. My solution to situations that are unresolved is reserved for people who know what they want, people who are going somewhere in life, people who are trying, people who have ambition, people who have pride, people who have self-respect, people who conduct themselves as great individuals and know right from wrong and step in line and when needed to, and also hunt for the truth. My time or my advice has absolutely no business wasting it on fools. I don't have time for a goddamn fool. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.